And we begin tonight with that breaking news. At least 2 people are hurt. This after a shooting in Northwest D.C. tonight. Gunfire sending people just trying to enjoy their dinner along 14th Street running for their lives.
Yes, one of the merchants on the street thinks the cause of last night's shooting was a fight between drug dealers. Could you say what the cause was? And you know,
Lou, I wish I knew, but let me tell you something that I'm seeing. Since you asked the question about drug dealers, we have taken on a mindset that marijuana is not really a big issue in our city. I can tell you that marijuana undoubtedly is connected to violent crimes that we're seeing in our communities. When you have something where people get high reward, they can make a lot of money by selling illegal marijuana, and the risk is low, the risk for accountability is very low, that creates a very bad situation, because those individuals get robbed, those individuals get shot at, those individuals get involved in disputes all across our city. I'm seeing it happen more and more all across our city in all different wards. Last year, we had a murder up in Ward 3, up on Western Avenue, tied to an illegal marijuana pop-up. Here recently, on North Capitol Street, we had another illegal marijuana place that somebody entered into with guns, duct taped somebody, and put a gun to somebody's head in there. Unlawful marijuana pop-ups, unlawful distribution of marijuana in communities, that is a bad recipe for disaster. And again, think about it. People, what's the risk for people? Is there a prosecution that's going to happen? Really? Is there a prosecution that's going to happen of a guy with marijuana? I've heard from some community members that say, hey, these guys are keeping scales on them where they're measuring out their marijuana to the T so that the police are not able to lock them up. That's something that we have to look at as a community. I know, again, marijuana, not a big issue, but it's tied to violent crime, some of the violent crime that we're seeing in our city.
Chief,
yes,
police were here when the shooting happened last night. They responded very quickly.
Yeah.
Within 5 seconds, but the individuals shooting don't seem to care. So how does the department handle that?
We're going to do what we do. We're going to arrest people. We're going to lock them up. And what I'm asking is that the system, the ecosystem, our justice system, does its part in terms of making sure that these folks are held accountable. I'm asking community members, join with me. If you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, join with me. My voice is only but one voice, and I've been saying this for a long time. I've been in this city for 30 years. I've been in this city all my life, but I've been in this police department for over 30 years. This is the same movie. This is the same movie that when I was a boy growing up here, the same movie. When are we going to do something different? And what different looks like, what does not happen here is accountability. We're not ready. People are not ready to have that conversation. When I start talking about accountability, people start talking mass incarceration. I'm not talking about mass incarceration. I'm talking about holding people accountable who make our communities unsafe, who make it unsafe for you, for me, and for the people who were out here walking around, who made it unsafe for Nia Courtney over in Ward 8, who made it unsafe for the young man who lost his life over in Ward 7 last night. I'm talking about those individuals who brazenly use illegal firearms in our street. Another firearm recovered last night, 1100 block of S Street, moments before this. When are we going to be sick and tired or sick and tired? These voices need to be echoed beyond this space where I am. People who are responsible for making decisions, hey, call them up, let them know, send them an email, whatever it is. The mayor has supported me in what it is I'm trying to do here. She has said, hey, chief, whatever overtime you need, make sure that you use whatever it is you need. And I appreciate that from the mayor. But here's the thing, that does not solve all problems. The reality is we have a shrinking workforce. I have a definitive amount of resources, 200 and some officers less this year than what I had last year. With that being said, what am I going to do with these resources? I can't work these officers to death. I'm not going to have them out here making bad decisions, getting involved in use of force incidents. We need to make sure that we are a police department, a major city police department in the nation's capital, that we are properly staffed to where it is we need to be. I know that's a long answer, but that's the truth.